right, and as you take a deep breath in, breathe out. All right, so we've been through a lot of exercises here. So pick some that you really enjoy, some that feel comfortable to you. And as long as you do some of them every day, I think that's important. So you want to repeat them, not just once, not just twice. Repeat them a couple of times until things start to really loosen up. And to remember, take it slow and breathe. Every time, the breathing's really important. The other important thing is just keep yourself moving. Keep yourself in shape. If you can take a walk in the park, do that. It's good. Get the fresh air. Get outside. Even if it's just walking around your yard, that's helpful. If you're lucky enough to have a treadmill like I am or a stationary bike, you get on it and use it on those rainy days. So I'm here to work with you, and I am really looking forward to getting back to Fieldstone. And when we do, you're all going to be stretched out and fit and ready to go. So hopefully that's going to happen very soon. So stay healthy, everybody, and see you soon. Hello, everybody, my students, my families. I'm joining you today on video because unfortunately we have had to miss some of our riding lessons. So I want you to know that I miss you, and so do your volunteers and your horses. But never fear, the horses are all fine. They're enjoying extra playtime outside. They're turned out together all day long, every day. So let's make the best of this time, since I know a lot of you may be sitting on your couch and watching video games or watching TV. Let's get up off the couch and make the best of this time together. And I want you to do some stretching exercises with me. And you can do some or you can do all, but every day it'd be best if you can keep up with that. So I'd like you to be ready and fit and stretched out when it's time to get back to our riding lessons. And I hope that will be very soon. So follow me through some examples. And if you can get a mother, father, another family member to join you, that can be a little bit more fun. But I just want you to do your best. So you're going to have to remember to keep it slow and breathe in and out throughout each exercise. So we're going to... Okay, I am seated here on the floor on my nice comfy carpeting. I actually have a little pad under me so I can sit cross-legged. You don't have to be all the way cross-legged if you can't. You can have your legs out in front just a bit, whatever's comfortable for you, so that you can sit for a few minutes and run through these stretching exercises with me. So let's start with your head and your neck. We'll start at the top. So I want you to keep your shoulders straight, sit nice and tall, no slouching. The first one is called no. I'm sure you're all familiar with no. No is just a basic looking side. I'm going to start to the right, and I'm going very slowly to get the most out of it and really let my neck relax a little bit. Back to front, over to the other side, and slowly back to front. And I'm breathing as I'm doing this. Don't hold your breath. And back to front. And one more time, all the way over to the other side. And back to front. Big breath in, big breath out. Next is the one I like. It's yes. So the yes exercise is just an up and down movement. So we're going to start by looking up. Look up at the ceiling and breathe and slowly roll your head down. Down, down, down until you're looking at your tummy button. And then as you come up again, let your chin stick out a little bit. So stick your chin out and come up. All the way up looking at the ceiling. Big breath in, big breath out, and back down. Looking at your tummy mouse button. And one more time. Up. Keeping the shoulders tall. And back down to center. Next, we've got around the world. You may have heard of that on horseback. We're just going to do it with our head and neck. So we're going to start, I'm going to start to the right, and we're going to just take the head and let it roll very slowly from the side to the back, to the other side, back to front. And again, oh, I can hear snap, crackle, and pop in my neck, but that's a good sound. That means things are loosening and opening up. And then let's go the other direction. Staying tall, wrap around, let it roll very slowly. And one more time, all the way around. Breathing. Slow. All right, so that's our head and neck. We're in good shape there. Let's try some shoulder shrugs. We all know what that is from class. So we're going to start sitting nice and tall, bringing the shoulders up to our ears, roll them back and down. Up to your ears, roll them back, down. One more time. Up to your ears, roll them back, and down. Let's go the other direction. Up to my ears, roll my shoulders forward and down. And up to my ears, roll my shoulders forward and down. And one more time. Up to my ears, roll my shoulders forward and down. And again, nice and tall. Big breath in, big breath out. And we're going to go right down to our waist with a twist. So with the twist, I want you to remember that you're turning your head, your shoulders, and your waist together. And we're keeping both of our seat bones, just like in the saddle, we're keeping both of our seat bones flat on the floor. So we'll start, and I'm going to start to the right. So I'm going twist, 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 twist. Hold, and breathing back to center. And let's go the other direction, twist. Okay, this next one is really important that you keep those seat bones, again, just like you're sitting in the saddle, keep those seat bones down on the floor, because we're going to take our hand, I'm taking my left one to start, I'm going to reach way up to the ceiling, and I'm going to reach as high as I can reach and really stretch. And then I'm going to tip. I've got my left hand in the air, so I'm going to tip the other direction. I'm going to tip to the right, maintaining my contact on the floor with those seat bones. And I'm just going to go as far as I can go and feel a nice stretch through my rib cage on the left side where my arm's stretched up. And then come back to center. And you can put that arm down. And big breath in. Big breath out. And reach up again with your right hand this time. And stretch. Really stretch up to the ceiling as far as you can stretch. Really stretch it. And we're going to tip now to the left. All the way over to the left. And feel that stretch through the right side in your rib cage. And some of you are much more flexible than I am, and you may be able to go a lot further. I'm just going to go as far as comfortable. And back up to center. And release. And breathe again. Okay, this one, we're going to put our legs out in front of us pretty far. They don't have to be straight out, but put them out in front of you pretty far. And you're going to take your hands and reach down towards your ankles and keep your eyes looking ahead, not down at your feet, because that's going to give you a better stretch. So looking straight ahead towards me or whatever is out right in front of you. And you're just going to take a little pull from your hands and your arms, and you're going to pull yourself forward, feeling that stretch in your back, way down low in your back. And just go till it's comfortable. Don't pull until it hurts. And back and breathe. And let's try that one more time. Reach towards your ankles. Okay, if you don't get there, just as far as you can. And then give yourself a pull forward, looking straight ahead, and stretch that lower back. It feels so good. And release. Okay, now if you can bring your legs a little bit further towards you. How many of you can touch your soles of your feet together, the bottoms of your feet? Can you make them touch? There you go. And you're going to take your elbows, press down on your knees with your elbows. So you're going to lean a little forward, press down on your knees. Press, 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 and release. Just till it's comfortable, don't overdo it. This is going to be a big help for those of you that ride those big round horses like Jewel and Zena. So you're going to press. All right, this time we're going to lie all the way down on the floor. All the way down on the floor. Find a nice, flat, comfortable spot. Arms out at the sides. And your knees are up. All right, knees are up. And this time, I'm going to take my head, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to look to the right. And I'm going to let my knees drop to the other direction. So my knees are dropping to my left. And they're just going to drop as far as comfortable. If you can get to the floor, fine. But keep your shoulders on the floor. Shoulders are flat on the floor. And feel a nice stretch through your waistline. And back to center with your head and your knees. So we'll go the other direction. This time I'm going to look to the left and I'm going to let my knees fall to the right. Just fall, keeping my shoulders flat on the floor. No leaning, no tipping. And just let them hang there for a minute. And back to center. Let's do that one more time. That feels good. So this time I'm going to look to the right and let my knees fall to the left. Shoulders are flat on the floor. Breathing. And back to the middle. And one more time in the other direction. So I'm going to look to the left. And my shoulders are, my knees are going to fall to the right. And just let them go as far as they will. You might get a little further each time as you get more stretched out. And back to center. Okay. Next, we're going to imitate some animals. So let's start with a fun one. It's called cat-cow. So you're going to get on your hands and knees. Make sure everybody can see me up there. Get on your hands and knees. And the first one is called cat. And that I'm going to let my chin and my face drop down. Down, 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 down until I'm looking at my knees. And my back is going to stretch up, way up, just like that Halloween black cat. And let that stretch. And then let's go to cow. So then my chin and my face come out. I'm going to look at the wall straight ahead. And I'm going to let my back just drop down. Let my tummy head towards the floor. Don't push anything. Just let gravity do its work. And then let's go back to cat. So I'm bringing my chin in. And my eyes are going down to look at my knees. And my back comes up in a big arch. Just like that cat. And breathing. Go back to cow. Chin's going to come out. You're going to bring your head up. Look straight ahead. And just let your back drop down and your tummy aim towards the floor. All right. That's a good one. Now it's time for a really relaxing one, and it's called down dog. So for this, you're just going to let your bum fall back onto your feet. Your arms are still out in front, and your head and your forehead right here, is going to come down and rest on the floor. And it should feel really good, and this is relaxing. And breathe. Whew. All right. Okay, now we're all standing, and I want you to stand with your feet about your hip width apart. As you can see where I am, right below my hips are my feet. Not too close together because that's hard to balance. So hip width apart. And we're just going to take our arms, and again, we'll do that stretch up to the ceiling. And we're going to bend right down, roll your body down, look at your toes, and let your fingers come as close to your toes as you can get them. Maybe you can touch, maybe you can't. But it's important to keep your knees as straight as you can. So just hang and let that stretch in the back of your legs and your back. And then you're going to just roll your body back up, slowly like I am. And bring your hands up to the ceiling again, way up. And one more time, we're going to just roll back down. Slowly, slowly. And just let yourself hang. No bouncing. Bouncing's not good for muscles. Just slow stretching. Let gravity help bring your body down towards your toes. Oh, I touched them. All right. That's always a good one. All right, now we're going to try it opposite hand to opposite toe. I'm going to take my right hand, stretch up to the ceiling again, and I'm going to come all the way down and see if I can't touch my left toe. Oh, I did. Keeping the knees straight again, none of this, that's no fair. Keep them as straight as you can. And back up with that hand. And then I'm going to take my left hand, stretch it way up towards the ceiling, let it come down, and we're going to go to the other side, keeping the knees straight, down to my right toe. And back up. We'll try it one more time with the right hand in the air, and slowly come down to your left toe, and back up, breathing, left hand in the air, and slowly come down to your right toe. Okay. The next one is one that I know my gentlemen at 545 love, because they always ask for this one in our stretches before class. It's called the lunge. So I'm going to take my legs again, hip width apart. I'm going to take my right foot forward, and I'm going to lunge. Bring my upper body over my knee on the right leg. Keeping my left leg, my other leg, straight, not bent, straight. And let that just stretch for a minute. Then, watch my toe. Watch my toe on my right foot. I'm going to bring the toe up, and I'm going to come back with my hips. I'm looking straight ahead and leaning down towards my toe. Just to lean towards the toe, and that's a really good stretch all the way up the back of the leg. And back up tall again. And we'll do the same thing on the other leg. So this time, I'm going to take the left leg forward, come into a lunge with my upper body looking straight ahead, over my knee, keeping the other leg, my right leg is straight, my knee is straight. Hold that for a moment while you're breathing. Bring your toe up, 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 up. Looking forward, bending towards the toe. And hold for a moment. And back up. And if you need something to lean on or somebody, that's fine to help you keep your balance. You can do that. So the next one is a good stretch for the heels. I have a little platform. You may have a stair or a set of stairs or a little 2x4 piece of wood, whatever you can use. And it's fine to have something to lean on if you need that support for balance. But all I'm going to do is step up here with one toe, step with the other toe, lean a little forward. I can even bend my knees. When I bend my knees, boy, I feel a nice stretch right back in the back of my leg, the calf muscle. That's that muscle that you want nice and stretched out when you're in the stirrups. And I say, let your heels drop down. Now they're dropping down. So the more you can bend your knees, keep your upper body straight, your back flat. It's kind of like 2-point. Looking ahead, letting those heels drop down. Whew, that's a good one. So, now that we've done all of our body parts, let's just shake it out. We'll start at the top. We'll start at our shoulders and shake. Shake, 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 shake. Oh, shake your head, shake your chin, shake, 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 shake. How about your elbows? Shake, 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 shake. How about your hips and your waist? Shake them out, shake them out. Taylor Swift says, shake it out, shake it out. How about your knees? All the way down to the knees. Whew, feels good. Loosen everything up. All right, and as you take a deep breath in, breathe out. All right, so we've been through a lot of exercises here. So pick some that you really enjoy, some that feel comfortable to you. And as long as you do some of them every day, I think that's important. So you want to repeat them, not just once, not just twice. Repeat them a couple of times until things start to really loosen up. And to remember, take it slow and breathe. Every time, the breathing's really important. The other important thing is just keep yourself moving. Keep yourself in shape. If you can take a walk in the park, do that. It's good. Get the fresh air. Get outside. Even if it's just walking around your yard. That's helpful. If you're lucky enough to have a treadmill like I am or a stationary bike. Hello, everybody. My students, my families. I'm joining you today on video because unfortunately we have had to miss some of our riding lessons. So I want you to know that I miss you, and so do your volunteers and your horses. But never fear, the horses are all fine. They're enjoying extra playtime outside. They're turned out together all day long, every day. So let's make the best of this time, since I know a lot of you may be sitting on your couch and watching video games or watching TV. Let's get up off the couch and make the best of this time together. And I want you to do some stretching exercises with me. And you can do some or you can do all, but every day it'd be best if you can keep up with that. So I'd like you to be ready and fit and stretched out when it's time to get back to our riding lessons. And I hope that will be very soon. So follow me through some examples. And if you can get a mother, father, another family member to join you, that can be a little bit more fun. But I just want you to do your best. So you're going to have to remember to keep it slow and breathe in and out throughout each exercise. So we're going to start by sitting on the floor.